One. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JoJo and the OP for another ranking of characters. Um, yeah, we're in JoJo, so this is the characters from seven,
Episode 7, 8, and 9.
yes, and everything previous. So
Yep.
one thing we did find Mary Joestar on this list that we skipped. So let's jump into that one. Where do we want to put her?
Mary Jo Star? Kind of tough because she didn't really play a role in the series per se. She didn't even make an appearance. You
Besides
probably
dying,
just saw her legs in the first episode, and that was about it. I'd say irrelevant, but I mean,
that's
it's special that she gave birth to JoJo.
Yeah, I was thinking more irrelevant. The only time they really mention her after the fact is the mask. Like, she
Right.
had the mask somehow, but that's not neither here or there. We don't really know. It's not like some secret cult thing. She had the mask and anything like that. So I'm okay with irrelevant.
Okay.
Um, Before we jump into the new characters, do we want to move some people around? I think there
Yes.
might be some movement here.
Um,
Do we want to start from the top or the bottom?
Let's start from the top.
All right, so at top we have Special, the Danny the dog. I think he's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Now S tier we have Dio and Zeppeli. Do we want to move them, either one of them, down to A tier?
Honestly, I think Zeppeli has to move to A tier.
Unfortunately, I was thinking the same. He had that epic moment at the end of 6, but his death was cut short, and there was a lot of what the hell in the previous episodes. Like, how did he know? Like, a lot of dots that didn't connect correctly in his story.
Right. Also, I mean, it's impressive that, he could still stay alive as half a torso and pass on his powers, but not quite the epic throwdown that you thought it was going to be. So, even though I hold high respect for him, I gotta drop him down to A too.
Yeah, he's a high A tier.
Right.
Got to give him that respect at least. All right, A tier. I think we're both going to think John and Joestar may move up.
Yeah, he's got to go to S tier.
He
Just the willingness, the pluck, the ability, the brains that he used just to be able to fight and sacrifice himself even in the end, paralyzed as fuck, he still took Dio down with the ship.
Oh yeah, he was definitely showing some more skill and not just, oh, I'm a protagonist like the previous episode. So I'm satisfied throwing him up to S tier. He did win our character of the episode, so.
Yep.
All right, well, Bruford and Jack the Ripper didn't really make an appearance, so I don't know.
Jack the Ripper, I mean, I kind of want to just say probably C.
Move him down to C.
Yeah.
I mean, he was dope in the moment, but that's all we saw of him, and so it sort of makes sense to drop him down. As much as epic as he was, it was like a one-hit wonder, and after time, those one-hit wonders just sort of fade away.
Sometimes.
Oh, wow, that's a huge drop, but all right, C tier for Jack the Ripper. Bruford, he's still A tier for you?
Nah. He probably can go ahead and go down to D. He killed Zeppeli, ripped him in half.
Oh no, not Tarkus.
Oh,
Bruford.
Bruford. You know what? He can stay at A.
All right.
I'm good with that.
All right.
He was still an honorable dude.
Yeah, at the end. All right, B tier we have Poco.
Poco?
I don't see him moving up at all, and
I don't see him moving down either.
He didn't really do much, but I mean, he did get that slap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a B tier for now is fine.
Okay.
All right. Jack the Ripper we just put to C tier. Tom Petty.
You know, I want to give him a higher ranking just because, he's the master of the Haman style, but the fact that he just kind of played a minor role while he let his students and the new disciple take on everybody major kind of didn't sit well with me, and he didn't really display a whole lot of ability.
Yeah, we didn't. For all the talk of how awesome he's supposed to be, we saw nothing of it.
He's almost like a bad dad, and I kind of want to throw him in there with the D crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think C's okay. Um, but I wish we saw more of him. Like, I wish we actually got to see him do something. Instead, he
Right.
was just more of I'm a big name and I'm here, but I'm letting you do everything. I don't know. I can get the feel for the D, but I think he still deserves the C for training the people and passing on those techniques. And I really wish we got to see him.
Right. Okay, I can agree with that.
Arena.
Arena? I think she at least needs to move up to B. We got to see more of her. I kind of liked her character as a woman. Even in the end with the ship full of zombies and everything like that, she still was like, I want to be where Jonathan is. I want to be with him in the end. If this is it, that's it.
Yeah, it's very respectable. She wanted to be by the one she loved. Even though he
Right.
was like, you need to go, she's like, no, my JoJo.
And then she even took a baby that wasn't hers in the end and escaped. So I mean,
Yeah.
mad props.
All right. Yeah. I'm okay with B tier for her. Wang Chan.
Wang Chen. That's a tough one because
Yeah, I can agree.
he saved Dio once again. So fuck that guy. Um, he turned a whole ship full of people into zombies after JoJo and Arena got married and tried to escape everything and brought Dio along with him. But his body also did stop the ship and help bring about an end to Dio.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I think he should stay where he is.
All right, but if he didn't turn that whole ship into zombies, we wouldn't have got the zombie blowing that dude's head off with a floaty.
That that's fair.
So
That's fair.
you got to give him some respect because that scene was glorious.
Yes.
All right, our favorite character from last episode, Speedwagon.
Is there like a way down below tier that I can't see, below everything that we could just throw him?
I could hold on. Let's see. Add row below irrelevant. X that
Just put
out.
hate. Or useless, useless, useless.
Trash can.
Yeah.
He is in the trash because, God, he could have been such a great character. He could
He
have been
started off.
such a good support character for JoJo. He had the capabilities to be something great. But what he turned into was an annoying narrator who wouldn't shut the fuck up.
And I just want to know, like, what happened to his damn hat?
Yes.
It was there for one episode, and then it was completely gone.
What happened to the hat? When did he get that hammer? How come he never swung the damn hammer? He sat there with a hammer like, zombies, stay away.
The only thing he hit with that hammer was the mask, and he had to do a weird pose just to do it.
Yeah.
And then he steals Zeppelin's hat.
Yeah. Loses his cool blade hat, but steals Zeppelin's. I mean, he could have been such a better character.
Yeah.
He had the groundwork to be a better character. He started out as this badass, just street gangster dude.
Gangster.
And then got bested by JoJo and then became a bitch.
pretty much. And yeah, just the constant commentating. It was too much. The only thing that I will give him credit for is he's got hot abs.
Oh yeah, dude, those abs are smoking hot.
Smoking.
Whew.
They will melt you.
All right, well, Tarkus.
Yeah. Give him the. Well,
He, I don't want
I'm
to put
trying to
him to B.
decide. B?
Like he
As in
was a B. Yes, whipped there with Poco in Arena. Now, he was a good bad guy. Like he was all about those. Like I'm here to fuck you all up, and he did. Like yes, he was a brainless zombie under Dio, and he was just an ass. But he lost his honor. But he did what he was doing what he was saying he was gonna do. Like he was fucking shit up. He ripped Zeppeli in half with a chain.
Ooh. Yeah.
He ripped Zeppeli in half with a chain. We talked about this. That's not easy.
No.
Yes, he's an undead like zombie creature, but I just for how good of a bad guy Zeppeli came in with that kick, and he just dodged it completely. Screwing over Zeppeli's time to shine, granted, yes, that made me mad, but
basically he did what he was supposed to do as a villain, and that's make you not like him.
yeah, like he did a good job making me not like him.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, I can agree with it. Okay,
that's one of the issues of getting into these shows, and you got to like respect the bad guys too, because that's their job is to you to hate them, and if you can hate them while still respecting them, like I would almost want to put him in B, probably a high C. I would be willing to put him low B, but I'd go for high C.
I mean, if you want to put him in B, I can give you that. Like I said, like you said, I mean, he did his job as a bad guy.
Yeah. And I mean, eventually he'll probably drop down the list as we forget about him. But after those, he pulled off a move that you don't see often, and you gotta respect that.
And I loved his ability to doubt JoJo, on breaking the collar. Oh, you can't break that. I can't even break that. And then,
yeah. Shows, he's strong, but he's not perfect, not overpowered strong. He's strong, but he's not like JoJo strong with his Haman powers from Zeppeli. All right, now we have the bad father tier. I don't know if any of those are gonna move.
Nah.
The only person irrelevant that may go up would be Poco's sister.
Yeah. In fact, she resisted Dio. She slapped him so hard.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say go ahead and move her up to C.
Respectable C tier, because while she was still essentially irrelevant, she did slap Dio, and that takes balls.
Yep.
That takes some balls. All right, so I think this is where we're at so far with our previous settings.
Makes a sideways triangle.
No, it does. All right. Now to our new people added to the list.
Okay.
First up is Adams, the dude who does the whole she's mad, little
the
gags,
villager that they met on the way.
And then turns out to have the long tongue.
Honestly, I kind of want to give him a C. Just because first he cracked me up with the whole bullhorn thing.
Yes.
And I also liked his line where he was like, "Oh, you can't outrun me with your human speed."
He was an enjoyable sort of background character.
Right.
I can
and
give him C.
that tongue was a little crazy.
Oh, yeah. And the whole, just neck turning behind him.
Exorcist.
Yeah. All right. Dyer.
Man. So, he was kind of cool,
Yeah.
And his move was flashy, especially
Uh-huh.
when he decided to take Dio head on and he did the splits and then blasted him in the face, or was going to. But he was almost too cocky. Like, oh,
Definitely.
stand back, let me take this on. And he's like, I got you where I want you. Nope.
Yeah, he was definitely a little too cocky. I liked him more than Strazo. Um, the whole like head thing he did last minute was dope.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still want an explanation on how, but it was dope. Uh, it is tough. Like, part of me is just like, oh, but he was so cool. Let's give him a B. But the other part of me is like, he sort of sucked though.
Oh.
I'm maybe a high C next to his master.
Yeah,
Like, he didn't do enough, I think, to justify a B.
that's fair.
He had his like one cool moment, and then a couple little other nice little things, but he just didn't. I don't know, showcase enough before he
Yeah.
died.
Okay.
Uh,
So, straight so.
Straight so
From what it sounds like, you don't really care for the guy.
he didn't really do much, and I hated the accent. like we talked about, I didn't know what accent he was, and it bothers me. It still does. Like, what type of accent was he supposed to be?
I don't
Can
know.
you?
Let's look up his character.
Yeah, let's look that up real quick. See if we can find something because I don't know, and it bothered me so much.
Let's see. Oh, don't read any info. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I haven't even looked it up. I'm waiting on
Okay.
you to do that.
I was gonna say spoilers. Well, if the information that I am reading here is correct, he might be Italian.
Italian?
Maybe.
Hey, it's me, Strezzo. Lasagna.
One sec.
I don't know. I definitely did not get an Italian accent from him.
Well, maybe the person who was doing his voice for him didn't know how to do Italian, so
Maybe.
yeah.
Um, but gosh, I wouldn't put him in a D tier because he did fight those four by himself and took them all out. But I wouldn't put him in B tier. I would definitely say
Yeah,
he's a C tier.
I mean, I did like that move he did with the chandelier where he took out the baddies. But yeah, he didn't really do much either.
But where in the C tier do we want to put him?
Um, hmm, I think he's better than Dyer, honestly.
All right. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right.
So who's next?
Next up is Doby. Or Doobie.
Doobie. Man, I kind of want to give him a B just because that is the craziest idea for a friggin' villain. Like, it's a
Yeah.
human body, but a head of snakes.
It was pretty crazy. And he was just a beast to begin with. Yeah, he took that anvil to the back of the head.
Oh, like a boss.
Yeah, he took that and was just like, okay. Yeah, that was a crazy design. I can respect the B tier for now. I mean, I know eventually he's going to be like Tarkus and drop down in the future, but he deserves his time in the B tier.
Yeah.
All right. The zombies that Strazo fought.
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin, yeah.
We'll just call him Led Zeppelin. um, you know what? I mean, they have cool names. You know, Led Zeppelin's a great band, but they didn't do anything. They basically showed up, got a chandelier dropped on them, and then just got wiped.
Yeah, it was sort of like a why are you even here? You're just another reason to throw some names out for a band.
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't name them, it wouldn't have changed anything. If they were just nameless zombies,
Yeah,
there
if
would
he
have been
said
no
minions
difference.
go, but no, he had to be like, oh, Bonham and oh, so and so.
Yeah, so I feel they're essentially irrelevant.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we have the baby, which I skipped over because I wasn't sure because they didn't give her name, but you caught it. They
Yeah.
did. That's her name. It's the baby that Arena picks up at the end that was in the ship.
Right now, I think we can go ahead and put her in irrelevant.
She
We
had
don't
no.
know anything.
Yeah, she's just there.
Yeah. We do know that Arena is escaping with her,
Hmm.
so kind of makes you wonder what's going to happen in the future as far as, you know, upbringings or anything like that.
Yeah, and a special shout out for another irrelevant character, Father
Okay.
Styx.
Father Sticks,
He
if he
wasn't.
was.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't on the list, but if he was, straight up irrelevant because he had no. It was just sort of like the zombies, no real name to be named. I felt.
Well, I mean, maybe, but also at the same time, I kind of feel like he needed to be there to help Dio get out of his casket.
But like we said, he was sitting there like, oh, it's locked from the inside. So I don't know. I feel he's unnecessary. Um, I can give it to you if you want to put him up there somewhere as a special rank, but I felt he
Mm,
was just completely unnecessary and like he was just there to showcase that Dio is in fact the person in the coffin.
yeah, and that way they could make a joke, come sail away. It sticks.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll put him
er,
honorably in the special category even though we can't see him.
Ah. Nah, I think irrelevant's fine.
All right. Well, this is where we're at. Are you this is accepting for you?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Now, this is our ranking for the current characters in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from episodes 1 through 9 currently. From my understanding, next time we watch JoJo, we're getting into a whole new era of JoJo. So we might have some serious ranking drops.
And a whole bunch of new characters.
Or we can just save this as it is, and this is our official first part of JoJo tier list and start fresh with the new characters.
I think we should start a new list. I like lock this in or take a screenshot. We'll keep it, as a memory. This is where we're at with this, and
Move on.
if yeah, just move on.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll do that. I'll put it on our. Oh, we have a Twitter. I started a Twitter for us. Follow us. It's JoJo and the OP. We're on Twitter, and I will save this and I'll post it on Twitter, and it'll be memorized forever on Twitter and blah de blah. But any questions, comments, concerns? How do you feel about our ranking? Let us know in the comments below. Or send us an email at jojoandtheop@gmail.com.
We're still waiting to hear from you guys.
We know you're watching and listening. We see the numbers. I know it's just not me watching the same video 20 times.
No, it's also me.
Oh, well, maybe that's it. But thanks for watching. And
We'll,
we'll
we'll
catch
see
you
you
later.
next episode.
Stop the recording.